This morning on Sunrise, speculation remains for a plan to help fix the state's infrastructure.
Mixed bag of opinions on the issue of whether or not to arm teachers. But what do our men and women in blue have to say? Those stories and more next. WCBI Sunrise starts now.
You're watching Sunrise on WCBI.
Happy Friday to all of you out there. Thanks for starting your day with us at 6 o'clock. Last week, Lieutenant Governor Tate Reeves announced his more than $1 billion plan to fund roads and bridges across the state. It's known as the Bridge Act. The proposed 5-year program is the Senate's answer to addressing infrastructure issues in the state. Northern Transportation Commissioner Mike Taggart says he's happy the state is addressing the issue. However, he has concerns with certain specifics of the bill. The Bridge Act puts the power in the governor's hand to determine which roads need to be built. Taggart says that's something that should be left up to MDOT. Lawmakers will also have to dip into the rainy day fund to help pay for the Bridge Act, which Taggart says is his biggest concern.
It has to be stable funding, and that's our concern, is that a lot of the resources that are being touted for the Bridge Act are dependent on economic growth. They're dependent on not needing those funds, existing funds, for other purposes in our state. And so that's really important to us, to make sure we've got stable, enough resources and adequate resources, but it's got to be stable and a long-term commitment.
The Bridge Act passed in the Senate last week and now heads to the House for debate.
Another hot topic at the state capitol is the amended House Bill 1083. The bill could allow teachers to voluntarily arm themselves in the classroom. Law enforcement officers seem to have different thoughts on arming teachers, but agree some things like stricter regulations need to be put in place. Right now, the legislation only requires 12 hours of training every 2 years. Lowndes County TAC Team Commander Archie Williams isn't opposed to teachers packing. However, he says there must be more training in place.
If you're going to take the chance to put yourself in a situation, you've got to be ready to handle that situation, and also understand that there are children and bystanders around, and you have to account for everything you do when you arm yourself and take that on.
The bill is now on its way to the Senate.
Turning to crime now, the search continues this morning for the person deputies say shot a man at his business Thursday. Pontotoc County Sheriff Leo Mask says the victim called 911 saying he'd been shot at his auto repair shop in Ecru. Sheriff Mask says the victim claims the suspect parked in front of the business on Highway 15, got out of the car, then came into the office and shot him. The victim was transported to North Mississippi Medical Center in Tupelo.
We just need more information at this time. I mean, we got to get more information because and trying to find out what the situation was and why someone came in his office and shot him.
According to the sheriff, the victim says the shooter was driving a red car heading north on Highway 15 after the incident. North Pontotoc Attendance Center was placed on lockdown for a brief time as authorities investigated that shooting. Anyone with information should call the Pontotoc County Sheriff's Office.
A Noxubee County man is behind bars for allegedly shooting his son. 60-year-old Booker T. Smith is being charged with aggravated assault. Deputies were called to 9635 Butler Road in Meshulaville around 11:30 Thursday morning. They found Smith's son, Antonio Metheny, suffering from a gunshot wound to the lower part of his body. The sheriff says it started as a dispute between the father and his mentally challenged son.
They got into it about, it was a verbal altercation first. The son supposedly grabbed the weapon, and then the dad grabbed the weapon. But the dad had a gun. To my knowledge, the son had a knife.
Metheny, who is in his mid-30s, is being treated for his injuries, but remains in stable condition.
Your first alert forecast with meteorologist Jacob Dickey.
Thanks for joining this morning. We started to get a nice sunrise here with a clear sky in Columbus, seeing the colors of that red and the blues there. 45 this morning right now in Columbus, dew point at 38. That north wind of 8 miles an hour, just 5 to 10 through the day, is helping to bring in some refreshing air in place. You have to head out the door, then you'll need to grab those jackets for the drop-off at the bus stop. Lunchtime, though, we'll have it outside, and I think most, if not all of us, will in fact get to the 60s, low 60s at that, through the afternoon hours. So really a great day for us as we head out the door. Now, for our highs today in New Albany, we'll get up to 59 Fulton at 60, Amory at 61, Houston up to 59 today, and we may sneak to 60 for us there. Seeing those 60s also in West Alabama, 61 in Solagent, 62 in Vernon. Aliceville will get to 63. In the Golden Triangle, I've got Columbus at 62, 61 in West Point, 62 in Philadelphia for our highs today. Now, if you like this weather, it sticks around with us through the weekend, but as we get towards Sunday night into Monday, a cold front approaches our area. That's going to bring some cooler temperatures by the middle part of next week. We may only see highs in the low 50s, maybe upper 40s in spots after that chance of showers rolls on through on Monday. That's what we're looking at here, and really not a bad forecast. We haven't seen dry weather like this, and we haven't seen sunshine quite like this either, have we?
We haven't seen a weekend quite like this.
That is very true. Yeah, this is a good weekend.
Yeah.
Get out and enjoy the weather.
Oh, definitely. One of those weekends to be outside, get outside, get active.
Soak in the sun.
Yes.
Yes, and maybe if you don't want to go outside, you're going to stay inside and read a book. Well, it happens to be National Read a Book Across America Day and Dr. Seuss's birthday. So we're asking this morning, what's your favorite childhood book? And let's see, who is
got some
commenting?
responses on here. We've got Dominique. She says Little Red Riding Hood. That's a good book. I like that.
Yeah. Rebecca Bloom says Sally Ride.
And Tiffany Roberts Lucia says Dr. Seuss, Green Eggs and Ham, and happy birthday. Yes, happy birthday to Dr. Seuss. And Green Eggs and Ham, we were talking about that one in the last hour. That's the kind of the biggest one I remember, like in first grade and things like that.
I remember when we read Green Eggs and Ham in my school, they actually made green eggs and ham. I thought it was the coolest thing.
Really was.
And I came home and I was like, Mom, I actually had green eggs and ham.
I always remember that ham wasn't quite good, though.
Oh, MG, you are a ham. We're going to take a break. We've got more Sunrise coming up after this.
Welcome back, everyone. Time now 6:09. It's skinnier than a subway car and considered a rare real estate find in London, real estate that is. It also comes with $1 million price tag. Terry Okita shows us why thin is in for homeowners who've run out of space.
In this fashionable London neighborhood, it's slim pickings for home buyers interested in this cleverly designed property.
So it's been officially measured as 7 foot and 7 inches wide.
This remodeled 4-bedroom, 2-bath slim house, aptly named for its slender build and skinny staircase, optimizes small storage spaces and skylights over 3 floors to make it feel bigger.
Particularly in London, we see this with architects coming up with all weird and wonderful designs, and they have done for a very long time, and you can see that even all the way back to Victorian times.
That's when this skinny house was originally built. In the 1800s, developers capitalized on the tiny area that was once just an alleyway.
Even in Victorian times, they were thinking that space was at a premium, and this was a gap between two houses where people would bring their horses and keep them behind the buildings.
It's one of a handful of diminutive digs across London that commands a big asking price. Other narrow homes, dating back nearly 200 years, have squeezed buyers for as much as $1.7 million.
So it's 7.5 feet from end to end, roughly. So if Shaquille O'Neal was to lie head to foot, he'd just fit.
Exactly, with a tiny little bit to spare. That would
little
be it.
bit.
For $1.4 million, you too can have this little slice of home sweet home. Terry Okita, CBS News, London.
The Slim House has a total of 1,055 square feet. At $1.4 million, that's about $1,300 per square foot. Woo, that's a lot. Well, coming up next on Sunrise, Jacob Dickey has a full look at our Friday and weekend forecast, and it's shaping out pretty nice. And later we check out a project in the Hollywood Hills that's been decades in the making. That and much more still ahead when Sunrise continues.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic.
If we can do 1:30, that'd be good, because she's a good interviewer.
Welcome back, people. It is 6:14. If you're looking for something to do with the family this weekend, look no further.
Yeah, Monster Jam happening in Tupelo at the Bancorp South Arena. Our Allie Martin, he's up bright and early this morning with a look at all the fun. Hey there, Allie.
Thank you. It is time for Monster Jam here in Tupelo. We're here at the Bancorp South Arena. Behind us, the Scooby-Doo truck, and we have a special treat. The driver of Scooby-Doo, Lindsay Reed. Lindsay, thank you for being with us early in the morning. Tell us about driving this truck at Monster Jam. What do you like best about it?
It's such an awesome experience, you know, from the moment I get in into the moment we're done the show. But Monster Jam is awesome. You guys got to come out and see it this weekend. It is going to be turned up because we are battling for points out here. So all of us are coming in hot this weekend.
Yeah, this is serious. I mean, y'all are not that far away from the big event in Las Vegas, the championships, right? So everything counts.
Yeah, definitely. And it's really cool because this year all the fans get to vote. So you actually get to go on and log on to your phones, and after every single event you get to score it. So it's all up to you guys of who you guys think is the best out here.
And that's something new. And look at all the merchandise. I mean, look at this, folks. Scooby-Doo plush truck right here. Wow, it can do some tricks and stuff. Y'all will be getting some air and doing all kinds of donuts and all kinds of tricks. What can some of the things people can expect?
Well, as Freddie always tells me, I am the queen of wheelies, so you guys are going to see some awesome stuff, all right? I'm really good at some sky wheelies out here, so we're going to try that. Last weekend we had some really good walks, some really good saves, so you never know what's going to happen.
I don't know what a sky wheelie is, but that sounds like you need to come out just to see that.
This
Okay,
is it.
awesome.
Okay,
Let's look.
so
Okay.
This is the jump here.
Okay.
Right here, look. See, we're going to be so high. Like, there's going to be a truck length underneath us when we jump up in this Scooby-Doo Monster Jam
incredible.
truck.
So you definitely want to come out and see that Monster Jam tonight and tomorrow. We're going to send it back to you in the studio. Don't miss it. That's awesome. Look at that.
You know, it'd be great for weather for the weekend there. Starting off a little chilly in Tupelo this morning, Allie. So we're at 42 here. North winds at 7 miles an hour. But if you're heading out tonight, you'll just need a jacket. We'll be staying dry for the Monster Jam in Tupelo here. Now, if we look forward here, we're going to see the temperatures right now at 44 in Amory, 45 in Columbus, Aliceville at 45. Starting off again, jacket weather. You may need to grab that sweatshirt as you're heading out the door to work and or school. But by the afternoon, then here we'll be getting those temperatures in West Point up to the low 60s today. Lots of sunshine, so cannot complain about that. Finally, getting a break from that wet weather that we've had all week long. We'll get up to 61 in Amory, 62 in Columbus, 62 in Macon, Aliceville 63. I really think that most, if not all of us, will get into those 60s here. We may keep an upper 50 on the board north of Interstate 22 for our friends up near the Tennessee border, but still, very pleasant day in store for us. If you like this type of weather, this weather is going to stay around for us Saturday and on Sunday. Lots of sunshine. You want to spend as much time this weekend as you can outside. I think any chance for showers will hold off until late on Sunday night, so during the day, no problems at all. And perhaps you're wanting to head down to the beach like Scott is, seeing those temperatures in the beach here for Biloxi, Gulf Shores, and Destin, upper 60s and the low 70s through the weekend. So this is great weather that we get to finally enjoy in Mississippi and Alabama. Now, if you like this weather, it looks like it's staying around for the next 5 days. Near average, this is where we should be this time of year, in those low 60s. We may get up to 69 or 70 on Sunday, but right here, notice how Tuesday things start to drop off. That's because of our next weather maker rolling on in. We see the showers roll in Sunday night late into Monday. Again, Sunday during the day is fine, but Monday we'll see some showers and some mostly cloudy skies. As that front rolls on in, then it will give us a chance for some rain. I don't think the rainfall amounts will be too heavy. We may could see up to a ½ inch, if not a little higher in some spots, as that rolls in again on Monday and through the day on Tuesday for us. After that, then, we get the weather to calm down Wednesday, but also chill. Look at those temperatures there, seeing low 50s.